Hello, Army! Welcome to Gallery Jungkook. On September 12, 2025, New York witnessed the arrival of one of the world's biggest stars. Jungkook, a member of BTS and the global ambassador of Calvin Klein, officially landed in the fashion capital to attend the most prestigious event of the season, New York Fashion Week 2025. His presence instantly stole the spotlight, not only because of his status as an international superstar, but also because this moment marked his official debut at New York Fashion Week alongside Calvin Klein. For fans, this wasn't just an ordinary appearance. It was a historic event where Jungkook took center stage, strengthening Calvin Klein's image and cementing his position as a global icon, not only dominating the music world but also leaving his mark in fashion. From the airport to the hotel, every step Jungkook took in New York was met with cheers from ARMY and enthusiastic media coverage, adding to the excitement ahead of the big showcase. And the most anticipated highlight, Jungkook's debut at NYFW with Calvin Klein, was set to become one of the most iconic moments of the year, a collaboration uniting the power of pop culture and high fashion on one historic stage. Since becoming the official global brand ambassador for Calvin Klein jeans and Calvin Klein underwear in 2023, Jungkook has repeatedly stunned the world through the brand's iconic campaigns. But his presence at New York Fashion Week this year carried a much deeper meaning. For the very first time, Jungkook wasn't just the face of a campaign, he was stepping into the global fashion spotlight as a leading figure, marking a new milestone in his fashion journey. New York Fashion Week itself is the pinnacle of the fashion industry, a stage where top designers, luxury brands, and renowned public figures present their latest collections to international media, buyers, influencers, and fans around the world. With Jungkook in attendance, the event wasn't just about Calvin Klein's Spring 2026 collection, it was also about how a global superstar could elevate a brand's image to even greater international heights. Undeniably, Jungkook and BTS's influence is immense. With such a powerful fandom, Calvin Klein clearly hoped his presence would maximize global visibility and strengthen their position in the fashion market. For ARMY, it was a rare chance to see Jungkook shine in a different arena, not just as a singer or performer, but as a fashion icon ready to make history at New York Fashion Week 2025. Fashion lovers and ARMY, get ready, the big moment was right around the corner. Calvin Klein's collection showcase at New York Fashion Week 2025 officially took place on Friday, September 12th, at 12 p.m. local time. And most importantly, Jungkook was the star of the show. For those not in New York, there was no need to worry. The event was streamed live through CFD NYFW Live and Calvin Klein's official YouTube channel, letting fans worldwide watch all the epic highlights right from their screens. For international fans, time adjustments were key. In Seoul, South Korea, the event began at 1 a.m. on September 13th, meaning many stayed up late for a moment that simply couldn't be missed. Jungkook's appearance on the global fashion stage with Calvin Klein was certain to become one of the most iconic moments of the year. So, fans were urged to stay tuned, set their notifications, and witness history being made at New York Fashion Week 2025. The excitement began the moment Jungkook landed in New York. The airport scene was filled with chaos and joy as hundreds of fans and media outlets welcomed him passionately. Cheers, flashing cameras, and shouts of his name echoed throughout the terminal, showcasing just how monumental this moment was. It didn't take long for Jungkook to showcase his signature Calvin Klein ambassador look. Dressed head to toe in the brand's outfit, he made it clear that he had arrived not just as a K-pop star, but as the official face of Calvin Klein on the world's fashion stage. Every detail of his outfit drew attention, heightening anticipation for his main stage appearance. Meanwhile, the atmosphere around the show venue was just as electrifying. Streets were filled with fans, media, photographers, and brand representatives eagerly awaiting his arrival. The anticipation was tangible. It was clear this wasn't just any fashion show. This was the merging of pop culture, global celebrity influence, and the world's biggest fashion stage. And in the midst of it all, Jungkook stood as the gravitational force connecting the two worlds. Ever since the announcement, BTS fans around the globe had been counting down the days to this historic debut. Expectations were sky-high. Many wondered how Jungkook would carry himself on the red carpet or in the public spaces of such a massive fashion event. One burning question was about his wardrobe choices. Would he showcase a hint of Korean culture, or embrace Calvin Klein's signature minimalist style? Whatever the outcome, fans were certain his look would spark global conversation in the fashion world. What made this moment truly special was that Jungkook wasn't just appearing in a campaign photo shoot, he was presenting himself live, in person, to the public. There were hopes he would interact with attendees, greet the media, or even share his thoughts on Calvin Klein's latest collection. At the same time, thousands of fans worldwide had already prepared to join via livestream. Many had set reminders to catch every second of Jungkook's appearance, from the red carpet to the main event. All eyes were now on one name, Jungkook. Jungkook's presence at New York Fashion Week as Calvin Klein's ambassador carried massive implications, both for his career and for the brand itself. On one hand, it was a golden opportunity for Jungkook to expand his international profile even further. While he was already celebrated as a global musician, this moment marked his evolution into a full-fledged fashion icon on the world's most prestigious stage. What's particularly interesting is how Jungkook's presence created a powerful synergy between music and fashion. With BTS's massive global fandom, every public appearance instantly turned into a social media storm, a trending headline, and international fashion coverage. For Calvin Klein, this was more than just a partnership, it was a living promotional strategy, with millions of eyes focusing not just on Jungkook, but also on the new Spring 2026 collection he represented. Of course, with great opportunity comes great challenge. Since this was his official NYFW debut, public expectations were sky-high. Every detail, from styling and professionalism to small interactions during the event, would be scrutinized. The pressure was enormous, as even the tiniest misstep could quickly spread through global media. But if all went well, the impact could be groundbreaking. For Calvin Klein, Jungkook's presence had the potential to boost visibility for their Spring 2026 collection, especially in the Asian market, while reinforcing their appeal to younger generations. For Jungkook, this was a crucial step toward solidifying his place as a global fashion icon, not just a K-pop superstar. There were also a few key details that made this appearance even more meaningful. First, the timing came shortly after Jungkook celebrated his 28th birthday on September 1, 2025, a milestone age often considered the peak of maturity in a star's career. Jungkook seemed determined to use this moment to expand beyond music, taking bold steps into fashion. Additionally, with BTS's much-anticipated comeback set for Spring 2026, many speculated whether his NYFW debut was part of a larger promotional strategy leading up to the group's return. If so, this could be seen as a powerful prelude to one of the most anticipated comebacks in the music world. And of course, the event deepened the partnership between Jungkook and Calvin Klein. Once known primarily for global campaigns and photo shoots, he was now stepping into the spotlight at the brand's biggest event. His presence solidified that Jungkook wasn't just a face behind the camera, but an integral part of Calvin Klein's global story. With all the attention, anticipation, and significance surrounding it, Jungkook's appearance at New York Fashion Week 2025 was clearly more than just another moment. It was part of his ongoing journey towards cementing his status as a global icon in both music and fashion. So, what do you think? Will Jungkook's Calvin Klein debut at New York Fashion Week open a brand new chapter in his career? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the latest updates about Jungkook and BTS. See you in the next video, and let's continue supporting our incredible idol.